We're gonna try that again because we really want to work with your numbers correctly with this message. But whoever watches these, because it's something people should go do on Thanksgiving. They don't always know to do it. Um, Here's the thing. Whoa, is that you guys? We're trying to get your numbers right, but is that okay? Right. Right. The message is just this, and a year ago on Thanksgiving we had the same message when we were in the city. First of all, this Thanksgiving, some most of the huge part of the country, it's freezing cold this Thanksgiving. It's freezing cold this Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving evening, there will be tons of people, no matter where you are, if it's in a place that's cold, sleeping on the street when it's that cold outside. A really good thing to do, just a smart thing to do. Like, and especially on Thanksgiving, like what like think what you would want. Like there, you can find people sleeping on the street all over the place when it's that cold for Thanksgiving. Like on that, like an old blanket, an old sweatshirt, an old jacket. It doesn't have like it's there. It's not something you have to like. It's not a. It's actually it's not a. It's just a real easy thing to do, but people don't do it because they think someone's working on that. No. Go. They actually just a blanket and also anything warm. Basically, what picture it there. But for Thanksgiving especially, it's a nice thing to do. As someone and then people will really appreciate it. After the Thanksgiving meal, go out at night, go out late at night when it gets even colder. Bring stuff like that to people sleeping on the street. They're freezing. The other thing is, on Thanksgiving, like a lot of churches and synagogues serve like a Thanksgiving meal to people living on the street. Check and make sure that your church or synagogue or whatever it is did that. It was make sure that's something they do, because like if you're having Thanksgiving, family may be unaware whether or not your church or synagogue or whatever does that regularly. But if they make sure they ask them if they do, because if they don't serve food to people living on the streets on Thanksgiving, that means they never do it. So check and make sure they did that. There's actually most churches and synagogues that like do something like that, but there's an incredible amount that probably don't. There are some churches we found out like in San Francisco where they actually serve 3 meals a day like regularly because they know how many people are living in the street and don't have food. That's something that could be a model for like a way we could like help, and this it's just a matter of doing that. That's amazing. That should go on everywhere. But make sure the place where you go and pray that they served a Thanksgiving meal to people living in the street. If they don't do that, then they don't do it ever, and that means that there's something badly wrong, and some like some kind of lack of genuine concern for the poor, which defeats the point of having defeats the point of what they're doing to begin with. Is there anything else? But go do something like that. Bring blankets and stuff. It's just a good thing to do. You don't have to be like a bleeding heart or something. It's people just like you, but they're sleeping on the street in the freezing cold on Thanksgiving. Bring stuff that's warm to where they're easy to find. Guys and gals on the street like with just a sleeping bag when it's that cold. You're making the sound. I'm just trying to get the numbers on your thing right.